Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime, we saw that the Allied army were in serious trouble as all the low-level adventure were thrown out of the game. But suddenly Freya sensed something and orders to finish this war game quickly, so Vanna Freya took the offensive first, and in such a short time, he found many of the gods, but on the other side, Daphne was trying her best to hold down Hogni, but the gap in strength was just too much, but the wild card entry drops in to save the day. It was Ryu. And Ryu surprised everyone including the gods when she rivaled Hogni, a first-class adventurer, but Ryu had another surprise that Hermes and Hogni were the first to notice. Ryu had jumped from level 4 to level 6, but that didn't end there. Ryu had gone to meet Goddess Astrea, and from her support, she had gotten the Skill Astrea record, through which she could even use the spell of her old comrades. Things just went south for Hogni, and Ryu ends up victorious. But the biggest plot twist happened when Hayden wiped out all the healers from his own army. For some reason, Bel knew Hayden might backstab their own army, because he wants what's best for Goddess Freya even if he gets labeled as a traitor, and Bel's prediction was correct. Violet and everyone were surprised by this, but Hayden thinks it's necessary. And Violet sees it as backstabbing the goddess, while Hayden thinks otherwise. He thinks he's just following what Horn did for Goddess Freya. That just ticks her off. So she reminds to Hayden that she's a witch blessed by Freya, so it's impossible to kill her, but Hayden knows her magic has limits and comparing it with him. He has much larger mana reserves than Violet, so Hayden started his Thunder Rain all over again, and directs Ryu to go help out Bel. Hayden didn't mind being labeled as traitor if it meant he could do what was beneficial for Freya, and now, due to Hayden, this could be a chance to overturn the dominance of Freya Familia in the battlefield, but still the king is left and Hayden was taking out all the small fries of Freya Familia. And just then the backup has arrived. This news got to Alan. And another thing is that his sister Anya has also joined the war. Anya's spirit was broken by Freya, and she wouldn't have done anything. But that's when Bet kidnapped her and took her to Freya's home just when war started. It's to show her this. Bet tells Anya that the person lying in front is the mirror of true Freya. And from her heart Freya was in pain and asked for help. So that's why Anya got her spirit back. Freya was ticked because Loki was pulling the strings from behind. And at that time Bel was barely holding on. But Ryu arrived to lend him a hand. She quickly started to heal him because Mia too came in to lend them a hand. Loki had gone to convince Mia as well because she was the former captain of Freya Familia, but Mia has refused to butt in because when the first time she met Freya, she was crying in a flower field. So she can't just go ahead and fight against Freya, but things might be different if she asks for help herself, and that's what Loki wanted to hear. She also arranged a meeting with Seer at Freya's base, and she truly apologized to Mia and asked Mia to stop her, so here she is now. She tells Bel to get up fast because the last man standing always wins, so while he's been healed, Mia holds the king off. She's a crazy powerhouse, but the commentator was confused if the girls were even allowed, but Ganesha sees no problem because all the girls have joined a familia of different gods. Their Loki also came in to enjoy the show with Bet, but he refused to sit beside her. Their Hermes understood it's all Loki's game, and Loki also knows how Hermes put Goddess Astrea in the game. But from here on out, it's nothing but a pure fight of survival, as both have no further involvement. Hestia was observing the fight from safe distance, and Mihawk knows only one way to help them. It's a status update of their Familia member, which will boost their status. And in the main fight, Mia was standing her ground against the king. But Otto knows Mia has become weak, because when she was doing nothing, he was fighting non-stop to get stronger. Bel wanted to join the fight quickly, but his healing was still in the process. So Ryu asked him what he'll do with Seer, and Bel said he found out that Seer is scared of going insane from love. That's why he wants to stick by her side even if it hurts her to help her and save each and every time, which means he still won't accept her proposal, yet still he will stay by Seer's side always. So now it's time to join the fight, but first Ryu finally confessed to Bel that she's also in love with him, which lifted the burden from her chest, so now the two jumps in for the fight. And likewise, others were doing great in their own game. Lily saw Hogni's defeat brought them a chance, but Vanna Freya is still in the game, so they have to take out at least those 4 brothers. But their teamwork was on a whole different level, and for that, Anya casted a spell that affects everyone in the battlefield. It's a status debuff, so now everyone has become weaker. Lily had potion to neutralize it, and she quickly makes a move as she got a plan, but Haru was on a tough spot because she can't show her level boost power in public. It will create future problems, but now she cares not about her own safety. She just wants to be off help. Just then, Lily creates a smoke screen to separate the brothers. Their strong point was teamwork, so taking them out separately makes sense. Everyone knew this, and precisely used this to their advantage. But the green one turns out to be Lily, who lured the two to her, and Chloe takes this chance for revenge. The guy with the hammer was taken care of, and the one with the axe. He was still holding on, but not for too long. Their tactics worked well now that only Alan and King remains. But our episode 13 ends right there, so stay tuned to watch another episode of this anime, and for that subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon to receive the latest updates. Till then, take care.